Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today I'm talking with Andre about his 2014 Silverado, going over his pictures and his mods list. And if you want to see more of his truck and other customers like his, you want to check out the customer build profile pages on the website to get inspired about things that you can do to your own truck in the future. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all interviews like this, future content and installs. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, click the link below to head over to those customer build pages. What do you say we talk to Andre? Hey Andre, how you doing?
Doing well, how about yourself?
Awesome, man. So first things first, right? You have a 2014 5.3 Silverado. First thing I want to talk about is your leveling kit. So you went with a leveling kit. It's a pretty mild one, 2-inch Motifab leveling kit. So tell me, how did you land on that size and not like a 6-inch lift or a 3.5-inch or something like that?
I didn't really like the tilt. I understand the functional need for it within the front of the truck as far as it leaning down a little bit. I just wanted to kind of give the truck a better look, a more aggressive kind of stance to it as opposed to just the kind of tilt in the front.
What you're referring to is rake. It's called factory rake, where the front's lower, and that's there for towing and hauling, and not everybody does that. Not everybody needs to. But when you made that decision, did wheels and tires, like bigger wheels and tires, come into play at all for you, or you're really not focused on fitting bigger ones in there? That
was a factor, something I wanted to do eventually. And watching a lot of American Trucks videos, you kind of notice the things you have to do to fit those bigger tires under there at some point.
You know, it's nice to know that you set yourself up for success, right? Through the 2-inch on, you can fit up to those 33-inch tires with the 2-inch leveling kit. So at least you know in the future you have the ability to fit it without having to worry about like rubbing or anything.
Making everything like it fits together. And whether that includes additional pieces like the eventual lift kit I'm going to add to it, then whatever I can do to get the truck like 200% natural looking and just fantastic looking.
Do you have an idea? So you want to like upgrade from the leveling kit to a lift kit. Do you have an idea of what you would do? Would it be a really big one? You kind of keeping with the mild theme?
I'd keep it with the mild theme. So I'd probably only do like a small lift kit, probably 3 to 4 inches, but that's something just to kind of fit in a little bit more.
So aside from the leveling kit, one of the more popular things truck owners do, almost the first thing truck owners do, is a tonneau cover. So you went with the Tonneau Pro Hard Trifold tonneau covers. How'd you pick this one?
I just had to have it, and that's definitely something I wanted to have to protect the valuables in the back of my truck. And so something that was kind of just right item, right time. And I just loaded it on the back of the truck. It was easy install, great protection. I knew I wanted like a vinyl cover on it, a hard trifold cover, and it did the job. I'm
a big advocate, like I said, for tonneau covers, but hard tonneau covers too, just because of that added, theft protection. It's almost just a little bit more peace of mind, maybe.
And I think everybody wants that peace of mind when you invest that much into your property or your truck or anything else. You just want to know that it's taken care of, and you want to know that you have the best level of protection for it.
How's the operation work with like unlocking it? Is it one on both sides that you have to pop, or is it just one cord?
There's a locking mechanism on both sides underneath the cover. It's pretty simple. You just pull it and you fold it, and then you just roll it back. It's a great cover, and it's done a great job for me.
So I want to shift gears slightly. It's another one of the more popular things that truck owners do, especially if trucks didn't come with one from the factory. Side steps. You've got Rough Country cab length running boards. Can you tell me a little bit about them and how you picked that one?
I went through the American Trucks website looking at various running boards for a long time. And I think that was after I'd gotten the tonneau cover, and I just was like, well, let me look over here. And I found those there as well. And my God, they looked so aggressive and so mean, and they matched the color of the truck. I knew I had to have them. And I got them and threw them on the truck, and it just adds so much to the truck. I've gotten compliments on them before because they're so different from your average factory running boards or side steps. It just adds a whole new look to the truck.
And the whole thing is a pad, right? There's no individual step. It's just like you can step anywhere along the bar.
Absolutely. So it makes it super easy just to enter the truck from any level. And I mean, I enjoy it. And again, I enjoy the overall aesthetic it adds to the truck.
Shifting over a little bit, we have, keeping with the exterior theme, you have Morimoto XB LED smoked taillights. Now, I am a huge fan of what Morimoto does. They are known as like the premium lighting option in the category, and that goes for headlights too. Really anything Morimoto stamps their name on, I think is really high quality. And I'm curious if you think the same way about the taillights. Like, what do you think about those?
Oh man, it's one of my favorite features in the truck. They are gorgeous, especially the smoked out lights. It fits very well with the all black theme I've got going on with the truck. Eventually, my goal is to swap out those headlights and get some Morimoto LED headlights up there too to match the kind of back. I'm super proud of them, and they look so great.
There's a couple of different taillight options out there, but these are crazy. I mean, the taillights have that like 3D like tunnel effect, right? Like you kind of look into it and it's kind of like an illusion almost of just LEDs going through the mirror.
It's one of those things that really adds I'd say a lot of functionality and a good feature set to your truck. It's so bright when you back up or when you ever use your tail lights. It's a really great addition to any truck.
They're plug and play too, right? They didn't have to splice or anything, right? They just kind of plug right in.
Yeah, easy plug and play, super easy to install, only takes a few minutes. Yeah, they can be a little pricey, but again, the overall value as far as simplicity and plug and play, the look, the functionality, it's all fantastic.
Speaking of simple, cold air intakes, man. Cold air intakes are historically known as one of the easier things that you can do to not only trucks, but just vehicles in general. You have the Speedform intake, and I'm curious, what you think of that guy.
But it looks great inside the truck. The sound is fantastic. Also for the value as well. It didn't break the bank. I felt very comfortable paying for it, and it's definitely one of the better value options out there for truck drivers.
It's I think sometimes people overlook the sound a cold air intake can change. It just makes it a lot more aggressive. Filter itself too is a really good upgrade. Have you had to change the filter at all or clean the filter?
I had just recently cleaned it out, and that also was super simple to clean out as well. The longest part was just it drying, to be honest with you. Outside of that, it was real easy to clean, very renewable. You don't have to keep buying filters for it as well.
So finally, exhaust. Now the exhaust makes a difference, right? MBRP 3-inch, the XP series dual exhaust. So the factory exhaust is single. I'm curious, again, a category, tons of options, tons of sounds. What was your goal with how you wanted the truck to sound?
I just know that I wanted it to be a little bit more aggressive than the stock exhaust, and that sounded great at idle, sounded great, during some revs, and did that just overall added that kind of tone of aggression towards the truck, like a mild aggression.
But the MBRP carries it's kind of the best of both worlds. Pretty affordable, sounds really good, it's not too overwhelming, so it falls right in the middle there, and I'm a big fan too.
Yeah, and then also I love the side exit aspect of it as well. It's something I don't really see all that often on the dual side exit. You'll see a lot of single side exit on trucks, and I just thought it would be so cool to add that, and I'm happy with the way it is, the way it adds the looks to the truck, so I'm happy with it, and I couldn't ask for anything else.
Last thing, man, what do you want to do to the truck in the future? What are your plans, if you have any?
There are definitely quite a few things. I definitely want to get the Morimoto headlights added on there. Definitely want to get a lift kit on there. I would love to get it tuned. I've been looking at different tuning options for the truck. Also, the interior lighting for the bed, because at nighttime we try to pull stuff out, it can be a pain.
It sounds like you just really want to keep the Tasteful Mods theme going, and I really appreciate that. I'd love to see some wheels and tires on that thing, but maybe someday, right?
Yeah, I'm getting to work on it.
Yeah, it sounds great, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with me. I love talking to you about your truck. I want to have you back on when you have some of those other mods on. When you have that lift kit installed, I want to bring you back in and talk about it.
Absolutely. Love to talk about the truck some more and show you where it's going.
That's going to wrap this one up, guys. We just spoke with Andre about his 2014 Silverado 1500, went over his mods list, looked at his photos, very tastefully modded, so hopefully you got inspired about things that you can do to your own truck. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, click the link below to head right on over to the customer build profile pages on the website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all future content, interviews like this, and more. Keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.